right, Femi Olat taking the pole, the 48.883. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Tommy Gossett on the outside of the front row there in second. Marcus Richardson bumped back to third. James Simmons fourth. In row 3, Nate Stewart takes up 5th. Sean Williams 6th. In row 4, Tony Hillbrands in 7th. Elijah Gracia 8th. In row 5, John Barry 9th and Anthony Emery 10th. Joseph?
Justin Lisby will start in the 11th spot. He won last week at Darlington. He starts 11th, like I said. Terrell Baker will start in 12th. In row number 7, the last qualifier was Ariati. He starts 13th, with Aaron Smith starting 14th. Will Klein and Daniel Falkian will be in row 15, positions 15 and 16 in row number 8. Bobby Chaney and Tyler Ducharme in row number 9, 17th and 18th. And then you got Cody Miller and Tom Mercier rounds out the top 20, 19th and 20th.
All right, then row number 11, Keaton Jones, 21st. Cheer Darling, 22nd. In row number 12, Hunter Combs, 23rd. Nicholas Caressel, 24th. In row number 13, Zachary DeMarsh, 25th. Cody Lamas, 26th. In row 14, Brett Pancari, 27th. Scott Schuer, 28th. And rounding out the field in row number 15, Patrick Colby in 29th.
And how about that? Femi Olat grabbing the pole for tonight. That's 3 bonus points for him, and that could help him towards the round of 8.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Very nice. Yeah, because he was 19 points out of the lead. And, you know, what's really going to shake it up a lot is Zoltan's not here tonight to compete. So that's going to shake the points up quite a bit. You know,
definitely will. Oh.
Yeah. That's going to put him back in 12th real quick.
Starting off with a mulligan, that's for sure. That means the next 2 races, he's just going to have to pull off something if he's going to have a shot to make it into the round of 8.
Yep. He's going to need a couple of miracles right there. He needs a win. A win would lock him into the next round, and that would just kind of nullify this not being here, you know, for this race. So, and I think that's what his plan is. I talked to him last night for just a few minutes there, and his plan is to try to go out. And he said, I'm probably not going to win at Watkins Glen. He said that'll probably be Bobby Zielinski, no doubt. But he said, I may run okay at Rockingham. We'll see what he does, you know.
Well, we're just about half a lap away from the green flag here at Daytona to get started with the playoffs.
All right, Jaguar, Mike, Holm, James, let's see, Basket, NASCAR, Sienna's in chat. Hey, Alan, how's everybody doing tonight? Mom, B Fourth of. All right, so we're ready to go racing here. So, DF Williams in chat. Femi Olat ready to take the green here at Daytona for the first round of 12 here tonight, folks. First race of the chase. All right, there goes the pace car, and Femi's ready to hit the gallon pedal, and green is out. We're underway here at Daytona. Really good start by everybody. The only one I've seen that really did not go there was, well, as they get caught up here.
That was pretty much Shane Simmons that did not get going. Yeah. Look what that's going to do to Tommy Gossett. He's going to drop back. But here they come off turn number 2. Femi Olat, Marcus Richardson. The first 2, now look at that, swinging up to the outside already early on. That's Nate Stewart and Tony Hillbrands down the back straightaway.
And boy, big push right there by Hillbrands. He's got to be careful. Down in front he goes, in front of Femi Olat.
Nate Stewart takes the lead. About to come off turn number 4 right now in front of Femi Olat. Side by side for the 3rd spot. Marcus Richardson and Tony Hillbrands is now going to drop back. Here comes Tommy Gossett back to the bottom for that 4th spot as Nate Stewart will lead the first lap. But here comes Femi Olat swinging back to the outside with the push from Marcus Richardson.
Yes, sir. But Tommy Gossett going to slip into that bottom right behind Sean Williams. Sean Williams is in there too. Yeah, so them guys really running excellent here right now. Nate Stewart falls to the bottom, and he's going to give Femi Olat a big push. Femi wants to at least lead one lap, but boy, Marcus is really putting the pressure on the outside.
Yeah, you got Femi Olat downstairs, Marcus Richardson upstairs. Look who's coming into the top 5 right now. That's Sean Williams, the third car on the bottom lane, trying to come into the picture. Right behind him is John Berry. But here they come back to the line. Femi Olat is going to lead the second lap, which means he will collect that extra bonus point for leading a lap.
Yep, and much needed, too. I'm telling you. Marcus Richardson clearing on the outside here, but he wants to lead a lap as well. He is not in the points, but he's in here for the win, let me tell you. He is in here for the win. And they're going 3 wide.
Yeah, you got a third line about to form right now. Leading that third line is James Simmons. You got Daniel Falkingham and Nicholas Carresso leading that third lane on the outside.
Yes, sir. Man, where did that come from? They're not wasting any time. Did anybody tell them this was only lap 3? Nope, guess not.
Guess who's not wasting any time? Here comes Nate Stewart back up to the outside. Now getting a push from Marcus Richardson. Wow, look at who was that tried to shoot through the middle. That was Tony Hilbrandt's way back there, but he had to jump out of the gas because the hole closed up. Thankfully, there was not a wreck early on. But yeah, Nate Stewart back to the bottom lane to take the lead away from Femi Olat.
Another one that's not wasting any time is Nicholas Carresso. Now, Nicholas started back in 24th, and here he is already running inside the top 10.
So
awesome.
you're seeing 2 different races playing out right now. You see like the first half of the field just trying to run up front as much as possible, especially some of the playoff drivers. But you do have the second half of the field that's trying to lay back a little bit, just in case if a big one happens. You know, this is a playoff race. This race is probably going to be totally different than from Daytona or the season opener like they have every season, because this is the playoffs. It's important for these playoff drivers to try to come home with a good result. They don't want to get collected in something early on.
No, and because look at Aaron Smith clear back here in 21st. He is 6th in the points, so he's definitely pedaling it here, taking his time. Bobby Chaney, 12th. He is actually the 12th driver in the points, and he has fallen from 17th to 25th.
Probably just trying to kick back right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to stay out of trouble, because coming to the line right now, from first to Brett Picari, who was in 28th, just 3.1 seconds.
Dang. That's pretty crazy, ain't it? And I'm telling you that Marcus is trying to get a little side draft off these guys.
Whoa! Nate Stewart. Whoa, hang on, bro.
Man.
And it looks like him and James Simmons is going to drop back now just to hang back for a little while. But, man, that was almost a big moment for Nate Stewart coming off turn 2.
Yeah, Femi, he took it up to the high side to kind of slow up that progress of Marcus Richardson. When he did, I don't know if there was some air disturbance there or what happened, but, boy, I'll tell you what, it sure did shake everybody up. And Nate Stewart all the way back to 12th now.
Well, now Sean Williams is pushing Femi Olat. He's trying to go for that second spot. Tony Hilbrandt's to the third spot. You got 4 playoff drivers all in a row down on that bottom lane. Femi Olat, Sean Williams, Tony Hilbrandt's, and Ariati. Up on the outside, you only got Daniel Falkin and Terrell Baker, until you get back there a little bit with Jared Darling and John Berry. You know, those guys just trying to hang back just a little bit. I mean, they're still close to the race lead, but they're trying to lay back just a little bit just to make sure not to get right on these guys' bumpers.
All right, Falkingham's got a custom number on, but usually his number is 20. He's got the number 39 on his car, but he's coming up through the field. They're coming from 16. I can't believe Falkingham did not qualify very good. That's hard to imagine him not qualifying that good. Or no, he didn't even qualify. That's right, he didn't qualify.
Didn't even qualify at all.
That's right. Eisenby to the lead.
Yeah, and I mean, Justin Lisby, he's not part of the playoffs, but he's always been a strong driver. Still a guy I would watch out for throughout the rest of the season because, you know, he had a good performance, dominant performance last week at Darlington. Ended up winning the race, but now, like I said, not in the playoffs, but still a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was I can't even, I'm not even sure if I can find the right word for last week's finish of that race, man. It was exciting beyond anything that I've seen in a while, because with him and Marcus battling like that, Marcus drove it into turn 3 really hard, washed up across the track in front of Justin Lisenby. Justin did the crossover, come back, and wound up winning the race. And even Marcus come off of turn 4 loose and almost got into the back of Justin Lisenby and took him out, and then Marcus would have went on and won it. But yeah, that was a crazy finish, but it was a good one.
I'll tell you what, that third line leading by Nicholas Carresso and James Simmons trying to get that third line working. It seems like it works for a little bit, but then it starts to die down. You can see them kind of dropping back now. But it looks like, well, I thought Terrell Baker was going to follow them through with that third lane, but he dives it to the bottom in front of Tommy Gossett, and he's just hanging in there in the top 10. John
Barry falling back to 12th. Back here, Nate Stewart, Jared Darling side by side, and Darling's working with oh man, I almost said John Barry. Bobby Cheney. Sorry about that, Bobby. But Bobby's back up into it. He was way back in like 20-something there a few minutes ago. And here he is all the way up to 16th.
Tell you what, back up front, we got 3 wide for second, but how about this third lane now coming into play? How about Daniel Falkiam swings to the outside? He's going to try to take the lead away from Femi Olat. Nicholas Carresso doing a good job trying to give him that push. Same with James Simmons. And now Marcus Richardson is going to make it 3 wide in the middle. But that outside lane, that third line is going now. Daniel Falkiam takes it to the lead.
And there he goes. He drops it down in front of Marcus to slow Marcus up a little bit. But Marcus has got a lot of steam with Justin Lisenby pushing him. And I don't think Falkingham's going to make it back into... Yeah, he's not going to make it back to the line in time to lead this lap. So Marcus will grab another one, and he comes down in front of Falkingham. That leaves Lisenby up there by himself. Oh, no.
I remember Marcus Richardson, he's not even part of the playoffs either, but he still wants to go out here and compete for wins. So just because you're not in playoffs don't mean that you can't be aggressive around these playoff drivers. I mean, there are some drivers that are not in the playoffs that don't mind to be aggressive around the playoff drivers because they still want to go out here and win races throughout the rest of the season.
Well, if you're just joining us, we've been caution-free so far. This 80-lap race here for the first round of 12 for the NORC Cup Series, and some of the best racing you'll see right here. This is NORC, man. Every week they put on some absolutely amazing races. So I expect to see another great one here tonight, man. Last week at Darlington, that was a pretty awesome race, man. I would say it brought an excitement level of some of the races that we've seen here at NORC, but it was pretty exciting at the end.
Well, I tell you what, it just Lisby and Ariotti almost had a moment there. I was watching Ariotti get to that left rear quarter panel of just Lisby in the corner. I'm like, oh, please don't touch that left rear quarter panel and turn them around. It was pretty close, but you know, the thing about the playoff drivers here, this race right here, I know you still got Watkins Glen and Rockingham for the next 2 races in this round, but I feel this is the most important race of this round because this race could be anybody's game right here. It could be any playoff driver that can go out here and win or get a great result that can help them out in the next 2 races in this round. Or, like I said, it can be heartbreaking for some of these drivers already. If they get collected in something and they have a bad result, they have to go out and push themselves for the next 2 races to try to make it into the round 8. So I feel out of all 3 races in this round, this race right here is the most important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, out of all the chase drivers out here, yes, this is a very important race. You know, that's why you're going to see they're going to try to get as many of the chase drivers into that top 10 as we can get. I mean, I haven't got a count on them yet of how many's up there, but look at Bobby Cheney already up to 6th place. he had that big help there from Jared Darling, and he just kind of left Jared Darling back there to fend for himself. Jared's clear back in 13th.
Yeah, remember, and speaking of Bobby Chain, remember in the first few laps, he was all the way back in the top 25. All of a sudden, he's found himself about to get into the top 3. He's pushing he's pushing Justin Lisby right now, who's pushing Femi Olai to that race lead. But I tell you what, that third lane, James Simmons and Nicholas Caruso, they've been up there almost this whole entire race so far, just trying to get that third line going. But unfortunately, it just has not worked, except for only one time with Daniel Falkham taking the lead. But how about Justin Lisby now swinging to that third line?
There we go. That's a good way to get it. Now, if they can get about 2 more cars up there, boy, they'd have it working.
Well, I tell you what, Rudy, that's 10 cars right there under a blanket. Yep. I mean, they are so close together, and we're only, on lap 16.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, it's not really too good to run 3 wide at Daytona. Well, I'm telling you what, these guys right here are proving them wrong right there. That is amazing racing right there by them guys. And Lisenby, big push there. And
the thing is, 5 of the playoff drivers are taking up half the top 10 spots. You got Femi Olai in there. You got Daniel Falkham, Sean Williams, Bobby Chaney, and Tony Hilbrand's in that pack right there. A couple of car lanes back. You got Ariotti, Jared Darling hanging back there. Of course, Jared Darling ain't part of the playoffs, but you still got these guys just waiting right now, just taking their time, just watching this all unfold, just in case if a big one does happen in this front group.
Well, Lisenby dropped it clear from that high line, the third line up, clear to the bottom in front of Marcus Richardson. Man, what's wrong with my tongue tonight? And boy, that dumped off James Simmons, man. James Simmons, and he's going backwards.
You doing all right there, Rudy?
I don't know, man. My tongue's not working right tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know, you're just excited about tonight's race.
I think so. I was.
Yeah.
I've been excited about this race since last week. I'm telling you.
I think we get excited about any race after a race like after tonight's race. We're already ready to go for next week's race.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, that'll be a good one next week at Watkins Glen. With the boot, too. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait.
I'll tell you what, this front group, this battle for the lead, have we not seen a side-by-side battle for the lead this entire race? I mean, it seems like...
Yeah, they've been right there.
It seems like the battle for the lead has just gone on since the drop of the green flag, but it's been with different drivers, too. So it's like...
9 lead changes already. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Back on that pack, man. I'm telling you what, you can just see the intensity building here, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You know, even though they're spread out quite a bit, but, you know, all the way from 1st to 28th is only 2.5 seconds.
That's
Think
amazing.
about that.
You don't get that at any other racetrack like here in Talladega.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy, man. How these guys can do that. And Lisenby still holding on to the lead here on the bottom, but coming to the line. Marcus has got a pretty good run on that tri-oval. That was pretty close, but Lisenby did get it.
I'll tell you another guy I've noticed that's made his way up through the field. He's not a playoff driver, but how about Keaton Jones? He's all of a sudden in the top 10. He almost got in the top 5 at one point, but he's just hanging in there right now. Just snuck up on this front group. Haven't talked about him at all so far until now, but yeah, he's just hanging in there right now. Tommy Gossett up to his outside. He's hanging there. Elijah Gracia is also coming into the picture. He saw his son cracking into the top 10.
Yeah, he started 8th tonight, had a good qualifying time, but fell back really quick early. And now he's working his way back to the front. So let's see what he can do here, coming down to, well, we're probably about, I'm going to say about maybe 12 to 15 laps away from the first round of pit stops. Well, not too awful long.
So we're like 20 laps into this race, already a quarter into this race. Still got 3 quarters left, but yeah, you're right. That pit window is going to come very soon, in about 15 laps or so, like you mentioned. That means if we don't get a caution, we're going to see some green flag pit stops. And if this somehow goes green, oh my God, I was almost jinxed it right there. I thought there was going to be a caution because I was just about to say, if this race goes green all the way, these guys can do it on 2 pit stops, which I do not see this race go green all the way. No way. Never at restricted plate track like here, especially in NORC.
Tony Hilbrand's, I'm telling you, he is just all over Marcus Richardson. Gets Marcus back to the front. And now that leaves it open for him to get up there. He's got a good pusher there with Daniel Falkingham. If Daniel can get him up there and Tony can lead a lap, that would be really great. He comes into tonight 5th in the points. He's earned his right to get a bonus point here tonight to stay alive for this round of 12.
And remember, Tony Hilbrand, he got himself locked into playoffs because he won one of the dual races at Talladega. So
that's right.
He knows how to get around these restricted plate tracks very well. So he could get himself in there a win tonight, could move himself into the round of 8. So we shall see what he can do. But still a long way to go. Right now he's just the lead car in that second lane on the outside with Daniel Falkingham behind him. So we'll see what he can pull off tonight.
Well, Tom Mercier's another one now. He is 7th in the points coming into tonight, actually tied with Femi Olat. So he's got himself up to 12th here after starting 20th. And Terrell Baker, 13th.
I'll tell you what, Rudy, it's getting darker at this racetrack right now, which means when it gets to night, the intensity is just going to pick up even more, and that's what makes it fun.
I know it. You know, the track there earlier when we were talking, it was just before qualifying, it was I think it was 87 degrees. Wow. Did Tony Hilbrand's lead that lap? He did.
He did. That's a bonus point.
But let's see what the weather is right now. 84 degrees. So it has dropped a little bit. So these guys shouldn't have a problem handling these cars right now at all. Yeah, Tony Hilbrand. Man, looking good out there.
Yeah, right now looking good. Go ahead.
Yep. And Ariani coming up the middle now. What do you think about that, man? He came from 13th.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's another guy I will watch out for in the playoffs. He hasn't had the strongest season except for that win at Las Vegas, but he's done pretty well the last couple of races. I mentioned Vegas, he got that win. Richmond, he did really well. Yeah. He would be one of those underdogs I will watch out for. A guy that we really didn't talk about too much throughout the season, except for like his win at Vegas and stuff. But I would watch out for him in these upcoming tracks because he's a good driver.
Yeah, that locked him into this round. So he comes into tonight 10th in points. And boy, I'll tell you, he is really, really pushing Justin Lisenby right now. Marcus is still battling with Justin up here in the lead. Those two have been going back and forth. I think every lap they're changing up the lead here just about. All right, probably 8 to 10 laps from first round pit stops here, folks. So, and these guys, I don't think we're going to see these guys go single file. What we're going to see is these guys are going to probably call out, hey, we're all going to pit here, and we're going to see a lot of them pit together. But man.
And you know what? That's what we saw earlier this season, the season opener here, and also in the Talladega dual races. They went to the bottom lane. Everybody got single file, so it could be easier pit entry for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if these guys think about, hey, you know, we need to get in line. We need to get to that bottom line. Just say single file for a little bit. So then once we're done with our pit stops, then we could get back to double file racing. But
well, they're still 2.5 seconds from first to last. They've been staying that close. Even though them guys, Cody Lama's to the back now, back there working with Hunter Combs and Scott Schuer, those guys are not concerned as long as they're staying in the draft, but they're keeping themselves kind of in a checkup point there that if something happens, you know, God forbid it does, and I mean, it could possibly happen. If a big one happens, they've got time to check up and maybe dodge that race. So, but they're staying right there. Well, now they're down to 2.2 seconds. All the way to the back. The good stuff going on right here. Lisenby, Ariati, Marcus Richardson, Daniel Falkingham, Tony Hilbrand, Femi Olat. Them 6 have been just going at it here in the front. Well, being we got such a big pack of cars, and it is a little early, but we might be able to catch them here. Let's do a little crank it up, Joseph. Oh, did we lose Joseph? Oh, man, did he fall out or what? Well, let's do a little crank it up here. Apparently we lost Joseph, so he dropped out. I'm not sure if he having connection problems or what there, but we've seen Nicholas Kressel come to pit road by himself. Golly, that's not good to come to pit road by yourself. But so pit stops are going to be starting to happen. Here they come. Oh my gosh, look at them coming to pit road. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, I'm telling you, Falkingham. That was crazy right there. Foggy almost got into the back of Femi Olat and spun him. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, now they're going to see who's going to come off pit road first here. We did have a few drivers that stayed out there, 5 drivers. Tommy Gossett, Will Klein, Nate Stewart, Zachary DeMarsh, and Brett Pancari stayed out on the track. So, all right, Daniel Falkingham out first. We may have had some speeding there by Femi Olat because, man, he did not. He is still sitting on pit road. Falkingham and Justin Lisenby out first. All right, so coming up next here is going to be Will Klein, Tommy Gossett, and all these guys. And Will Klein I'm not sure if yeah, he did lead that lap. Okay. So these guys all come into pit road as the leaders all get back up to speed. Yeah, Joseph dropped connection. That's kind of odd. Good running though. Them guys all coming off pit road, but they're going to be not up to full speed here as the leaders come by. And Falkingham, he's coming by with a full head of steam here. They're up to speed, him and Lisenby. Be a little way back. Let's see, Tommy Gossett. Okay, yeah, all right. Trying to pay attention here. Well, the one that pitted early there, Nicholas Kressel, now back up to 20th place as the field gets spread out here a little bit now. Will Klein still hanging on to third, but yeah, Tom Mercier fourth, and he's got the whole pack with him. Marcus Richardson, Tony Hillbrands. Man, what a bummer for Femi Olat. Now, he did stay on the lead lap, but I'm going to guess and say there must have been a speeding penalty there. But if a caution comes out, that will change everything. Well, it ain't going to be long here. We're going to have this second pack right on top of those two leaders. And when they get to them, they're going to go by them with a full speed, and they're going to be able to pass them easily here. They're way faster than them two cars up there by themselves. Back to the front. Oh, wow, we'll climb way up. Oh, my gosh, he took a clip to the third lane. Wow, well, that's going to put Tom Mercier now into the lead of this pack, I should say. Sean Williams, they're starting to reel in them two up front. Falkingham just ahead of these guys. Falkingham did get the lead a lap, so he got a bonus point in there. You'll be able to see this lead pack coming up on them. They're way faster. They're closing that gap up. Oh my gosh, big time. Yeah, look at this. Now there's going to be no stopping them. So once they hit them here, Mercier is going to drive right on around them. You'll be able to see them go right on around them. And there he goes. And Tom Mercier takes the lead for the first time today and gets a much-needed bonus point for Tom Mercier. Come into tonight 7th in points. And he drops it to the bottom. Now Sean Williams wants to get up there and lead a lap. He's got a little bit of a run here. High side. He could drop it down in front. Is he going to, or is he going to stay there? Boy, I think I would have dropped it down. Oh, whoa, there goes Bobby Cheney into the bottom. Bobby definitely needs a bonus point. See, that's what Sean Williams should have did, but he didn't. And now Bobby Cheney's going to get a bonus point out of this, I think. Well, maybe not. No, Sean Williams gets a big push from Marcus Richardson. Well, Bobby still didn't get the lead a lap. Whoa, man, awesome racing here. Now we got the pack all back together. But the second pack is way back, 5.5 seconds behind these guys. I mean, they're organized here. They're working very well together, but boy, they need a caution to get caught up. They do need a caution. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Tom Mercier getting a bonus point. And Sean Williams leading another lap. Here comes Bobby Cheney again on the outside with a little help there from Marcus Richardson. If Marcus can get him to the front and he can drop it down in front of Sean, would pretty much kind of lock him into that position to at least get a bonus point out of that. He is 12th in the points, and he could really use that bonus point. But boy, Mercier just pushing for everything he's got on Sean Williams, trying to keep him ahead of Bobby Cheney. We got a lot of chase drivers up here. Falkingham sitting in 7th now. Hunter Combs. Hunter coming from 23rd to 9th. Oh, and he backs out of it there. Down below the yellow line, he's going to let a lot of guys go by. Yay. That ain't good. He just lost all of his momentum. He's going to go to the back of that pack quick. Sean Williams, Tom Mercier on the bottom. Jared Darling sitting in 8th place, now coming from 22nd. Riding right in the pack here with these guys. Man, I'm telling you, they're doing a great job of it. Falkingham getting a big push there. Bobby Cheney gonna, oh, he can't quite come down. Well, if he would have, that would have caused a big one for sure. He wants to lead a lap, no doubt about it, but he just cannot get that push from Marcus to get up there just long enough to grab a bonus point. That's all he wants. John Barry, 10th place for John. Elijah Gracia now almost back where he started. And Nicholas Kressel, which was up there 3 wide earlier, we seen him battling on that outside. He is starting to work his way back to the front here. He started 24th. We lost you.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Terrell Baker, 14th for Terrell. He is not doing very good here tonight. Everybody seems to be going by him. Anthony Emery, we haven't talked about Anthony at all tonight. Oh, no. We just seen a big one. There's the big one.
Yep, there they go.
Oh, Bobby Cheney was in it.
Oh man.
That car is toast. Let's go see what happened here. Oh, my gosh.
Got playoff drivers involved.
I can't believe it. Dang it, I forgot. Okay, here we go. All right, so Bobby Cheney, Marcus Richardson on the high side. I don't know if it was a bumper hook there or if it was a bumper hook on Tom Mercier. Mercier goes to the outside right there in front of Bobby Cheney.
Tell you what, Daniel Falkiam involved in that as well.
Oh, no.
And Lisenby.
I'm still trying to find what happened here. Oh, right there. Bobby Cheney hooked Tom Mercier.
Yep.
Oh, doggone it, man. I'll tell you what. That was actually pretty, I don't know if he really thought that he was going to do that. Let's look at it here. Nice slow motion for you. Bobby kind of went to the outside, and when he did, he kind of got into that right rear of Tom Mercier. And when he come back down a little bit right there, yeah, Tom Mercier hooked Tom. Oh, my gosh. And it was on from there.
Yeah, obviously just bumper hook that went wrong, back to the bumper, spun a few cars around. But, yeah, you see a few playoff drivers involved. That's not good for these guys, trying to make it into the round of 8. I know this is only the first race of the round of 12, but they're already digging themselves in a hole.
Wow, Jared Darling got into Bobby Cheney. Bobby Cheney, his car is, I think he's done for the day. Oh, my gosh. John Barry got into it. He got some damage on his car. Well, that was the big one. I think that was the big one. I think we can classify that as that. Can't we, Joseph?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That was pretty big.
Marcus Richardson also got a piece of that as well.
Yeah, but I think he's okay. It was just a glancing blow. I think he's all right. He actually kind of saved it there. We might see some guys staying on pit road there to get some damage fixed.
I'll tell you what, Sean Williamson, Tony Hopers, they did a good job getting by that.
Yeah. Ooh, Aaron Smith out first? Look at this. He got out ahead of Sean Williams. Well, he did a 2-tire stop where everybody else has done 4.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
Well, who are we going to talk to?
I say maybe we could talk to let's talk to Sean Williams, man.
All right. Talk to him if we can find him here. I got him. You gonna talk to him?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sean Williams got a copy, bud?
What's up, Joseph?
What's going on, man?
Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Well, good race for you so far. Just missed the big one right there. Did you get any damage involved in that wreck?
It said I had 12.5 seconds, but I don't know. I think my car is fine, so I didn't really take any of it.
All right, well, how's the racing been out there for you from your perspective?
Good. I mean, up till that point, I don't know what happened, but it's been clean. It's been hard, but everyone's giving each other room. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, in the replay, it looked like Bobby Cheney hooked Tom Mercier. In the replay.
I'm actually surprised we haven't had a hook before then, but yeah, you gotta be careful.
Well, Sean, you run pretty good. Maybe we'll see you in a victory lane. Of course, if you win tonight, you lock yourself into the round of 8, but you just got to stay out of trouble. I mean, I know you got a little bit of damage in that wreck, but you said that it's going to be okay, so let's see if you can pull off a victory tonight, so good luck out there.
I'm gonna try. This is my best chance to advance, so I'm gonna go hard tonight.
All right, awesome, man. Yeah, how about that? Top three right now is going to be Aaron Smith, Sean Williams, and Tony Hilbrands. And, you know, Aaron Smith leading that lap, get a bonus point. That's one bonus point that can help him towards to get in the round of 8. And, you know, Aaron Smith, he's got a road course race coming up. Aaron Smith is good at road courses, so next week we'll see what he can do out at Watkins Glen. Unless he gets a win tonight, then he doesn't have to worry about Watkins Glen and Rockingham too much. But if anything happens tonight, he's got Watkins Glen to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we know he's going to run good there, but we know our ringer, Bobby Zielinski's going to show up to whoop everybody's butt.
Hey,
another one that runs good, too, is Nate Stewart.
Yes.
At road courses, so.
Him and Anthony Emery has run good on road courses, too, so we'll see if Anthony Emery can pull something out.
Yes, sir. Well, we should be getting the one to go this time by, I do believe. I think everybody that's is going to come off the pit road is off, but it looks like we got a lot of them sitting on pit road. Oh my gosh. Elijah Gracia, Daniel Falkingham, Jared Darling, John Barry, Tom Mercier, and Bobby Cheney all on pit road. And Marcus Richardson takes his car behind the wall.
I mean, you had some drivers that was running up front for most of the race. All of a sudden, they're out. I mean, you had Bobby Cheney, Tom Mercier, Aaron Smith. No, I'm sorry, not Aaron Smith. John Barry, Daniel Falkingham. You have a few playoff drivers that got involved in that incident. They're already starting off with a mulligan right now. So we'll see. I know they're not going to have a good result tonight now because of it, but they still got 2 other races left to go until the round of 8, so they could still get something done.
Well, Falkingham is back out on the track, but still no sign of John Barry or Tom Mercier. Both of them cars are pretty tore up. I don't know if we'll see Tom back out there tonight, but John, I don't think John got all that much damage. Well, I guess he did get more than I thought, but Mercier was really tore up. Oh, Tom's coming back out. Wow. He's coming back out. The car looks like a modified, but he's going to come out 3 laps down. Dang, that car looks pretty rough. But John Barry's still sitting on pit road. Oh gosh, that's not a very good camera view there. Wow, what the heck? There we go. Man, I was behind the pit box. Yeah, John's car don't look nowhere near as bad as Tom Mercier's.
Yeah, but depends on how much speed he's got in that car, and that's very important for this racetrack.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wow. All right, here we go. So get him going, Joseph. First caution out of the way.
Yep, we're getting back to the restart with 35 laps to go here in Daytona. Sean Williams is going to be your race leader with Tony Hilbrands on the outside lane. Here we go. Green flag back in the air.
Well, we were talking about Anthony Emery and TCB. There they are running 3rd and 4th side by side.
Look at that push that Tony Hilbrands is getting. He's going to clear Sean Williams on the bottom lane. But here comes Terrell Baker up to the outside lane. Getting the push from Patrick Colby as they're off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side for lead. How about this? TCB goes to the race lead here in Daytona.
Yes, sir. And that's Anthony Emery behind him. Oh, Anthony almost come down.
Oh, man. Patrick Colby, whoa.
You're not
man.
Where are you seeing Patrick Colby?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Patrick Colby. Who's in that?
Anthony Emery.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, here comes James Simmons now to 3rd. Brett Poncari up to 4th. This is the closest we've seen Brett to the front.
And the intensity is going to pick up now.
Yes, sir. Guys are not going to give it up. We've got a little bit of the change into the guard up in the front here now, so this is really kind of making it interesting. But yeah, there's Patrick Colby. He's in there, but that was Anthony Emery actually that was pushing Terrell Baker up there a minute ago.
Well, I tell you what, James Simmons on the outside of Tony Hilbrands Getting a push from King Jones. See if who's going to lead this lap. It looks like it's going to be James Simmons.
Yes, sir. He gets his first lap led today. Very nice.
Whoa.
Good push from Keaton Jones. Well, we've got so many cars that are kind of backed off a little bit that these guys are probably back here with just a little bit of damage on their cars, I think, from that wreck. Nate Stewart falls all the way to 16th now. He does have just a little damage on the car. Ariotti. What's going on up there?
Man, King Jones was just trying to get to the bottom lane. Tony Hilburns was not having any of that. He squeezed underneath King Jones.
Wow. Well, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We appreciate it, folks. You can catch our full broadcast schedule on MaxBTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxBTV. Simmons, boy, he's got to be happy right now being out front, Joseph.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? James Simmons, he's done a very good job this year. I know he's not in the playoffs, but he's done a very good job this season. He's actually been getting better and better each race.
Yep.
And I have a feeling sooner or later we're going to see him in victory lane in this series and maybe be a playoff contender. Maybe it could be next season.
Yep, maybe. But we still could possibly see him pull out a win here tonight.
Yeah, but still got 31 laps to go. Still a lot can happen. Here comes King Jones now to the outside. Now he's got Patrick Colby on this back bumper pushing him.
Yep. And Nicholas Caressel looked like he was going to try to go to the high side there, but he doesn't have anybody helping him, so he's going to tuck in behind Colby now. This is definitely the closest we've seen Patrick Colby today to the front, because he started dead last on the field. 29th position. Well, Sam, you can be a moderator if you're here like almost every night helping us, you know. I mean, I can make you a moderator, but I kind of need you here. We do broadcast every single night, you know, and those that do have moderator are here almost every night faithfully. So Mike and Mrs. Lombard, Holm, James, Marley, they're good. They're here pretty much almost every night. So if you're here every night, make you a mod. Keaton Jones to the lead, but he hasn't led a lap yet. Oh my God!
He wanted to get to that bottom lane, just not clear enough.
Tommy Gossett coming up through the middle and passing Nicholas Kressel. He's led one lap already today. But no bonus point for him because he's not in the chase. I think he just barely edged out being eliminated last week. So Anthony Emery keeping the car clean is going to be the key here tonight. Coming in 9th in points. One of the chase drivers.
Tell you what, Tommy Gossett is that third car in the outside lane. He's been quietly getting up through the field.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's up in the top 5. But look at also Justin Leisman. He was involved in that big one. He only got turned, spun around. He didn't hit anything. He's still going to be trying to contend for the win tonight. And you know who else I'm noticing in the top 10? How about Will Klein? Remember, he won the dual races at Talladega. He's so strong at Talladega. He's pretty much a guy you will watch out for at these restrictor plate races like Daytona, Talladega. I expect Will Klein to be up there competing for this win towards the end of this race.
Yeah, I think him and Anthony Emery are going to be the ones out there probably to beat. But you know what? I'm not going to count out Femi Olat because Femi's back in it now, and he's back here working with Ariotti. Look for them two to work their way back to the front before this thing gets the checkered flag. Now, we do have, 3 green-white checkers? Yeah, 3 green-white checkers. We might wind up using them.
You might wind up using them all. You're absolutely right. I tell you what, nobody is following him, but how about Nicholas Caressel? He's been hanging in there, right in the top 10, almost cracked the top 5 there, but he's done a good job so far tonight, just trying to stay out of trouble. But yeah, nobody went up there with him in the third lane, so he dropped back behind Patrick Colby. But I watch out for him.
Yes, sir, definitely. Sean Williams got shuffled back to 7th. I don't think he's too concerned here, but boy, he sure would love to have that win tonight to lock himself into the next round. Him and TCB both, and they're both working together. They're going to pass up Justin Lisenby, and he drops it down to the bottom in front of Will Klein. Oh, Will, he's coming in early.
Some of these guys, you know what? This might be a good call. Some of these guys might be pitting early to try to make it to the window. And, they could be thinking about green-white checkers as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be a good call for these guys because that's going to leave them, 25? And that'll give them plenty for maybe 1 or 2 green-white checkers, maybe. I don't know if it would be enough for all 3. I, myself, would kind of try to push us another maybe 8-10 laps before I pitted.
Well, also, if they run caution laps, that helps save more fuel, so they're probably thinking that as well. But now, after Will Klein did that, how many more drivers are going to be doing that? Yeah, look at that. Here comes a few doing that.
And Patrick Colby, he's going to lead his first lap of the race. Very nice.
Wow. Everybody got through pit road just fine. I tell you what, had a big moment during the first green flag pit stops. It was crazy how many cars came in and almost created a pileup, but everybody survived that. Seemed like everybody got down pit road just fine here.
Yep, everybody did a great job. Some of them coming off already. I think a lot of them just was fuel only. I don't think a lot of these guys took tires.
I wouldn't
be out first.
Yeah, I wouldn't honestly take tires. I just take fuel only just to make sure you make it to the end on fuel, even for green and white checkers. So seems like everybody that just came on the pit road right now are coming out together.
All right, there's more of them coming in there. Tommy Gossett looks like...
behind them! Who's that?
That was
Cody Lamas.
Yeah.
Came in way too... And you know what? That is so tough to do. Whether it's at Daytona or Talladega, you're going at 185, 109 miles per hour, and then all of a sudden you have to get down to 45 to 50 miles per hour just like that. So difficult.
Go ahead.
It's like I said, it's just so difficult to do, just going that fast, and you're having to slow down just that much, and you could be spinning the tires and spin yourself around.
Well, these guys are working with Hunter Combs here. Now, Hunter's a lap down, but they're working with him. Let's see if they come in here. We got another one.
Here comes Nicholas Carreso, but the thing is, he's coming in by himself.
I know it. That's not a good thing. He better hope he can get hooked up with a pack out there after he comes off pit road. All right.
Just don't mess up on pit road.
yeah, we don't want to see that. Colby and Brett Pancari and a lap car there, the number 29 of Hunter Combs working together. They're going to pass up to 81. That was Cody Lamas, I believe. Yeah, Cody Lamas. So Cody goes a lap down. Now, when these guys coming in, these are... we got about 4 drivers out there that need to pit yet.
Now, who knows? Maybe these two might try to stretch the field just in case if we do go green all the way. Right. We got different strategies going on all around this racetrack right now. Oh, we got a spin in the infield. That's Nicholas Carreso. He must have spun just leaving the pits. No caution because he spun into the infield grass.
That was right in front of the leaders, too. Well, not far in front of the leaders.
Oh, you know what happened? He tried to go up in the gears, and when he did that, the rear tires spun, and he just got sideways into the infield. That's a tough break for him. He had a strong run tonight.
Well, this second group back here, Nate Stewart, Ariotti, and Femi Olat, they're clicking off a little bit of time, not a whole lot, on them 2 up front. So we're talking like three cars against 3 cars up there, but they are using the number 11 there of Zachary DeMarche for a little drafting tool. And
like I said, you got a few different strategies going on. You got the top 5, Colby, Picari, Stewart, Adi, and Olat stayed out. The first guy that's leading the second group after the pit stops is Aaron Smith. You got this huge group that already pitted. They're hoping these guys do pit, or they could be also hoping for another caution as well.
Well, I'm sure there's a little communication going on between these three up here, or at least in front too, because the 29 there of Hunter Combs, oh, he needs to pit too, so he may work with them, even though he is a lap down. Because if the caution come out, he would be the wave by, so he is actually in the perfect position right now in case a caution would come out. He would be the wave by. So we're waiting to see when these guys are going to come in, but that second group, led by Ariotti, now they're 11.6 seconds behind that front group. So they've lost a lot of time.
Yeah, that big group is definitely going to catch them, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then way back, Tony Hilbrandt's, now this group is huge, but they're about a half a lap behind. Well, 3/4 of a lap behind. But they made their final pit stop.
Yeah, now, you know the top two, Patrick Colby, Brett Picari, what if they made their pit stop on that last caution so they can just try to make it all the way on field? We don't know that, but we shall find out. But yeah, you mentioned Ariotti, Nasir, Femi Olai. Yeah, they just lost 3 seconds that lap to the second group.
I don't think Patrick Colby and Brett Pancari can make it. The reason why I'm saying that is they've been out here almost 20 laps already. They're only getting about 31-ish laps on a tank of fuel. It would just be too much. Now, if a caution come out, yeah, that would change things up a lot.
And that's probably what they're also hoping for as well, is for another caution to come out, because then we might just see these guys that already pitted make another pit stop just to be sure that they can make it all the way on fuel. So that's what they're probably hoping for right now, is another caution.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're 16 seconds back. Boy, they are dropping a lot of time. Are they saving fuel?
Either that or the top two is just pretty fast right now. But even this big group ain't catching the top two right now. Well, to be fair, this big group, they're racing each other. They're side by side. They ain't really organized to be single file with each other to try to go catch this group ahead of them. Yeah. So they're not really gaining any time on Patrick Colby and Brett Picari.
Well, Ariotti and these guys, they're about 10 mile an hour slower than Patrick Colby and Brett Pancari right now. So they are saving fuel.
And you would... Yeah, it can be. They can be maybe saving fuel. We don't know. I mean, if we get their caution, maybe we can have communication with one or two of them. But, yeah, there's definitely different strategies going on. That's all we can tell you.
All the way around the track now. That you said, that big group back here, Tony Hilbrandt's and company, we know they can make it. They could probably even make it through green-white checkers for sure, you know. So, but they're 16 seconds from Femi, but they're 35 seconds behind the leader. So they're 3/4 of a lap behind the leader right now. Yeah, these guys are running flat out up here. Man.
Yeah. That's when you know they're not saving at all. Definitely, yeah, you might be right. Ariotti, State Stewart, Femi Olai, they could be saving some fuel right now, just running half throttle. But that's going to make this big group catch them. This big group is definitely going to catch them now. It's like the question is, by the time these guys catch those three, does that mean that Ariotti, Nate Stewart, Femi Olai may have to hit the loud pedal all of a sudden because they don't want to get passed by these guys?
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, see, they're 10 mile an hour slower. They're running about 185 areas. But if you go up to Patrick Colby, he's running about 194-ish. 194? 195, no 196 going into the corner. So they're flat out up here. They're not saving anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at, like, Ariotti's speed throughout that corner. They were at 182, 183. So, yeah, they are definitely about 12 to 13 miles per hour slower. So, yeah, they are saving fuel, these three are.
Well, we always knew Ariotti was a tire saver, but I guess this is going to be a good effort for him to be a fuel saver. Maybe pull out the win here tonight. Now, if he can keep himself ahead of Nate Stewart and Femi Olat, that's the. If you notice, those guys are running so right in a line. It's unbelievable, man. It's hard to believe they can hold that good of a line together. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, Tony Hillbrands and those guys are 11 seconds behind him. They're not saving anything, man. They're flat out.
Oh, they know they can make it all the way on fuel now, so it's time to go. But like I said, they're not catching that top two. They're definitely catching the 3 cars up ahead of them. That's 10 seconds ahead of them. But the question is, when will Patrick Colby and Brett Picari pit? Are they hoping for another caution? Or can they somehow, I mean, they're going flat out. They're definitely not saving, so they are burning fuel right now.
Yeah,
so
they're going to have to come in about the next 5 laps.
I mean, good strategy for them, but they just need a caution to save them.
Yep. Yeah, the next 4 or 5 laps are going to have to come to pit road.
So yeah, this big group right here could be the race for the win. And right now, leading that group, the front row is Tony Hillbrands and Sean Williams. So this back here could be the race-winning move.
That's right. Yeah, because if we go into green, white checkers, if it finishes under green right now, yeah, they're going to catch Ariotti, Nate Stewart, and Femi Olat. And when they do, look out, man. They're going to go by like gangbusters out there, man. They're just going to fly by him. Ari, he's going to get out of his car because he's going to think he stopped, That's how fast these guys are going to go by him.
But again, the next question is, when that big group catches these 3, when are they going to mash the gas and just go? And all of a sudden, you can't really save fuel anymore.
Oh, no.
You just have to go.
Nope. I'm looking back here. They're about a half a straightaway behind these guys, Femi Olat. So you can see them back there. They're just coming out of turn 2, and these guys are about halfway down the backstretch. So, yeah, they are coming. That is 4.1 seconds back to them. Unbelievable run for them guys, man. They are on it. And Hillbrands, I think he can smell a win.
He smelled it definitely he smelled it at Talladega a few weeks ago. He wants to smell another one. And the thing is, again, Tony Hillbrands, he's in the playoffs. He wins tonight. He's locked into the round of 8. He doesn't have to worry about Watkins Glen and Rockingham.
I know, and if he wins, you know what's going to happen? He may take the point lead away.
Well, that's true. He definitely can, because remember, Daniel Falkingham, John Barry, Zoltan Herzog, of course, was suspended, but Daniel Falkingham, John Barry has had trouble. But Sean Williams is also right there with Tony Hillbrands as well, even Terrell Baker. So these guys could still be right up behind Tony Hillbrands. But we have 10 laps to go this time by. A lot can still happen, so I wouldn't count anybody else out yet.
They've caught Ariotti. They're going to go by.
Look at the difference in speed, though.
I know. I told you, man. They were going to go by so fast. Ari got out of his car, I think, right there. He thought they were stopped.
Now, what I just noticed right now that these guys did get around these 3 cars, Ariotti all of a sudden has started hitting the loud pedal. He's starting to get up to full speed. So far, we're going to see Nate Stewart and Femi Olat do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're not going to be able to save too awful much more now. They're going to have to either keep up or they're not going to finish well. So, and they're hoping for a caution, I'm sure. But these front 2, Patrick Colby and Brett Picari, need to come to pit road. I'm telling you, any time now. If they don't come in on this lap, they're going to have to come in next lap.
Man, Rudy, I tell you, this is very interesting to watch. You got 2 different packs. You got the top 2 that's just 34 seconds ahead, and then you got this big group. It's like you don't know what's going to happen. The caution could also come out at any minute, too, and it could change everything up.
And they're going to have to uncheck tires, these front 2, uncheck tires, and just put a splash in.
Oh, just splash it. Yes, absolutely.
5 gallon of gas, and you're out of there. I mean, you need to make this the quickest pit stop, and no mistakes. Don't make any mistakes. and you might be able to, when you come back out and get back up to speed, you're probably going to be blending right in with that big group when they come by. Now, if that happens, because they're not saving,
I'll tell you
what,
come in. Look at in this big group. How about Cody Miller up to the outside for that third spot on Tony Hillbrand's? This could be, like I said, the winning move right here.
These guys don't seem to be concerned at all. It's 7 laps to go. They're not sure Patrick and Brett can make it. I know they can't. I'd almost bet on it that they can't.
It would definitely surprise me. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like 39 laps on a tank of fuel. There's no way they can make it 39 laps.
Because when was the first pit stop? I mean, I know they went green until the very first pit stop. How many laps did they go there?
Well, it was a couple laps, but so, I mean, still, that would still be 37 laps on a tank of fuel. You know, I mean, there's no way they can make it 37 laps. Right now, they're coming around to take lap 33. That's 33 laps that Patrick Colby's been on a tank of fuel. I don't know how he's doing that.
Well, 6 laps to go, and these two have still not pitted yet. But this big group right here, this is starting to get really tight here. Oh, man, look at this. Look at Ariati wanting to squeeze in between Terrell Baker and Sean Williams.
Yes, he does.
Can't quite do it.
And that worked out perfect for them guys. Yeah, it is. It's time to go. Ariati's going to be on the, man, I'll tell you, he's going to be on the edge. I hope he saved enough fuel, him and Femi Olat, to make it. Now, there goes the spin. There goes the big one.
Here we go. The big one here at Daytona. Sean Williams, Terrell Baker. Who else is that involved? That's Anthony Emery. So 3 playoff drivers right there in trouble.
Oh, my gosh. So let's go back and take a look.
And the caution is out. We're going to have our first ring white checker. This changes everything.
Yep. And I think what happened was, I think Ariati might have caught the back of Sean Williams right here, I think. And that's where it started. Right about in here somewhere. Yeah, Ariati went, he was going to go 3 wide, and Sean come back down the hill right in front of him and just right into the side of Terrell Baker. Yeah, that's going to take Ariati out. Oh, my gosh.
You know, it doesn't look like these three hit anything at all, so it looks like they're going to get out of this just fine, just with the spin. So Sean Williams, Terrell Baker, and Anthony Emery, honestly, they got lucky on that.
Well, that's too bad because, man, it was setting up to be a very interesting finishing because Brett Bancari and Patrick Colby were not going to make it on fuel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, man, I tell you what, you got to give those two credit, though, for trying something out.
You bet.
You know, they really got nothing. I mean, yeah, they got something to lose, and maybe they might not go for the win tonight, but they're not playoff drivers. They really don't have anything big to lose, but, you know, they just lost the gamble here, but you know, it was worth a good effort for them. I got to give them credit on that. And Sean Williams just came over the radio, said Ariati is a moron. So definitely Sean Williams not happy with Ariati right now. And remember, we saw Ariati try to squeeze a hole between Terrell Baker and Sean Williams like a lap before. So apparently he tried to do it again, and it just went wrong.
Yep. Well, I want to get Tony Hillbrands down here and talk to him. Tony Hillbrands, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. How's it going?
Wow, man, I'll tell you what, you probably didn't really want to see that caution come out because those two up front were not going to make it on fuel, and you were going to be leading that pack as they come around battling with Cody Miller. You've already won at Talladega, so you know how to get to victory lane at these super speedways. What do you think your chances are of winning here tonight? Do you want to be the leader on this restart?
Well, I thought they were better before the wreck, like you said, but yeah, I think leading here it'll be a good thing because then I can control the inside line. It's going to be anybody's race though here at the end. So
yeah, it is. I mean, you're still going to have a great finish here, no matter what, you know. Because we were talking here before, just beforehand, before that wreck happened, that if you would win this race, that's probably going to put you up to the in the point lead.
Yeah. I for sure would have locked me in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was hoping for.
Yeah, locked you into the next round for sure. So, but right now, with Sean, John Barry, Daniel, Zoltan, them guys all out of here, I'm thinking that you're probably going to be locked in up there into the top of the points anyhow. But getting the win here tonight, it's not over yet.
Yeah, I hope we can get it. And yeah, that does help us in the points. So I just want to keep it as clean as possible the rest of the race here.
You betcha. We'll keep it clean and green. Good luck out there the rest of the race, Tony.
Terrell Baker, he was involved in that spin.
Yeah.
He's fourth. So
he's
not, he may not be out of this yet after that spin.
Yeah, I don't think he's got much damage on the car. It was just a spin is all it was. He got a little bit on the right rear there, I see. Just a little bit, not much. I don't really think that would affect him in the draft. I mean, other than that, the car looks pretty clean. Let's see, Lisenby, he's got a little bit of damage on his car. Aaron Smith, he come out of that clean. Now, Anthony Emery did spin, but I don't think he hit anything.
No, like these three drivers didn't even hit anything. These three playoff drivers, they just spun into the infield. But man, they got lucky. They could still compete for this win. But
you betcha.
We still, like I said, we're gonna have our first green white check here. They still got to make it to the white flag to make it official. But if not, we still got 2 other attempts after this one.
That's right, man. I'm telling you. Well, thank you, everybody, man. 121 viewers. Awesome. Let's see if we can break that 150 viewers, folks. How about let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video. Come on, guys. Hit them likes. There's 120 of you in here. Hit the likes.
Man, I tell you what, had we not had the green-white checkers, Tony Hiltbrand would have won this race. He would have gone into the round of 8, but it is not over yet.
No.
And they're about to. We got the one to go signal right here, so we are definitely going to have our first attempt at a green-white checker. But if we have another caution before the white flag lap, we'll go in our second attempt, and it could be the same thing for the third attempt. We just got to make it to the white flag to make this race official.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm telling you. That's it. We're bringing them likes up. Come on. Come on. Hit them likes. Not the dislikes. Hit the likes. Come on, folks. You can do it. Get that 100. Get that 100. Come on. It's climbing. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting excited. It's climbing. 64. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Jesus.
It's just
we only got 64. Good Lord.
It's just a click. It's just the click of your mouse. I know a lot of people, or some people watch it on their phones and stuff, and it's hard to hit that like on a phone. You gotta, I don't know. It's not easy. I know that. It's a little harder to do.
All right, Rudy. We're getting down to it now.
Yep, this is the first attempt at the green-white checkers, so here we go, folks.
The pressure is on now. And there's a few playoff drivers that's in the top 10 right now that could still have a shot to lock themselves into the round of 8.
Yes, sir. All right, get them going, Joseph.
All right, here we go. First attempt at green-white checker. Tony Hiltbrand's inside. Cody Miller outside. Green flag back in the air. And there was contact between the two. Some wheel spin as well.
And Cody drops it to the bottom. Is he going to stay there? Oh, my gosh. This could be over right here, folks. We're going 3 wide. High side.
Going through turns 1 and 2 right now. Tony Hiltbrand will come out with the lead off turn number 2. You got Cody Miller second. Look at them jockeying for positions back there, just trying to get up there to the race lead. Keen Joester, they're about 3 wide. They're almost 4 wide back here as we're heading into turn number 3.
This is nuts. This is... they want to go into the second green-white checker. Tony's loving life out here right now. So come on. We're going to get the white flag. We can do it. Here we
go to the white flag here at Daytona. Look it to the outside here. That's Tommy Gossett leading that outside lane. He's getting a push from Anthony Emery. White flag in the air. Final lap here at Daytona. Side by side for the lead, hanging to the 1. Tony Hiltbrand's downstairs. Tommy Gossett upstairs. Cody Miller.
Oh,
And
Cody
Miller's
Miller!
going to turn thing. He saves it. How in the world they save it?
Oh.
A big crash behind them, but no caution. Down the back straightaway
They're
for the
still
final
wrecking.
time. They're still side by side.
Oh,
Tony Gossett into the wall. Anthony Aaron Smith around. Look at Tony Hilbrandt's the only one getting away with it. Tony Hilbrandt's.
Are you serious?
Tony Hilbrandt's is just going to come off turn number 4. Tony Hilbrandt's will punch his ticket into the round of 8 with the win tonight here at Daytona International Speedway.
Do you believe that finish?
Sean Williams 2nd, Keen Jones 3rd, Tommy Gossett 4th, I think. No, they're still coming across the line. Yeah, Tommy Gossett 4th, Cody Miller 5th.
Oh my gosh, we got to go back and watch this. Oh my gosh. You know, these guys were bumping and banging, Tommy Gossett and Tony Hilbrand bumping the whole way here once they started getting close together. And right there, you can see where Cody Miller hooked Tony Hilbrand's. And Tony saved that. Do you believe it?
I don't know how Tony Hilbrand saved that race car. I thought he was done. But he did a great job saving that. All of a sudden, he had Tommy Gossett to his outside lane. They're banging doors down the back straightaway until the next big one happened. I mean, my goodness.
I know it. He was still trying to get the car under control, Tony was. And when he drifted up the hill, now here comes Tommy Gossett down in front of Aaron Smith. Aaron was trying to get the run. They're touching again. Tommy's going to lose out on that one. He goes out, takes out Anthony Emery. Emery spins everybody back there.
Aaron Smith, Will Klein, Cody Miller got a piece of that.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
Hey, Rudy.
What?
Have you ever?
No, I have never.
There you go.
I have never. Every single time these guys put on a race, it's a show and a half. I'm telling you, if you come out of here don't like that kind of racing, like Kyle Busch said,
don't even watch.
Don't even watch. That's right. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Do you believe this? Tony just walks away with the win all by himself. That's amazing.
I don't know how he saved that car 2 or 3 times, but he did and goes on the victory lane.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to get these guys down here. We got to hear these stories, folks. You got to stick around for this.
Well, Tony Hilbrandt's, how about that? What a finish. And I don't know how you pulled off, because you about wrecked 2 or 3 times in that final lap, and it was just incredible how you saved that race car. But, Tony, not only you got the win tonight, but you are locked into the round of 8 with this win tonight. How does this win feel for you? And tell me about the race overall.
Well, it feels great after almost dying there at the end. I think the apron helps me save it a little bit, but then I had to walk it up the track, and I'm glad no one ran me over. And then, yeah, just beating with Tommy at the end there, and just everyone dying, it gave me the win. And I still don't know how that happened. And yeah, the whole race was pretty intense, but that last lap was nuts.
Well, Tony, my goodness, you pulled off the win at Talladega, come back here to pull off the win here, but this win probably has to feel bigger than Talladega because you locked yourself into the round of 8. You don't have to worry about Watkins Glen and Rockingham for the rest of this round because you're pretty much locked into the next round. But looking at the races coming up for you in the round of 12, now with the win out of the way, what's your strategy for Watkins Glen and Rockingham? What are we going to expect from you at those racetracks?
Well, I'm hoping to get a solid top 10 again at Watkins Glen. I've gotten ninth in both road course races so far this season, and I feel pretty good about Watkins Glen. And then I really like Rockingham, so I might try. I will hope to be battling for a win again there too.
Well, Tony, no matter what happens in the next two races, you locked yourself in round 8. Don't have to worry about it. But anybody you got to thank for this win tonight?
Again, John for hosting the league, you guys for broadcasting, and just everyone for the great, intense racing, because that was a lot. It was a really fun race, even though there's times where I didn't really know how it was going to end.
Well, Tony, it was incredible watching you in that final lap, because we thought you were wrecked 2-3 times, and somehow you saved it. Then the big wreck happened on the back straightaway, and you were the only one of the only ones that really got away from it. It's like, wow, I cannot believe he pulled this off. Well, Tony, congrats to you again on the win tonight. Best of luck to you next week out of Watkins Glen.
Thanks.
Sean Williams comes home with second tonight here at Daytona. Sean, you were up towards the front for most of this race. You got involved in that last wreck with you and Ariadne and TCB and Anthony Emery, but you ran pretty good. You somehow got through all the mess. Come on with a second place tonight. Should be a good, some good momentum going into the next two races for the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that last lap was, but I'm very glad that it happened.
Well,
oh my God, I was going for the win tonight. We got Watkins Glen coming up, which I might do okay, but I don't know. Tonight was my best shot to advance, so. At these plate tracks, I normally ride around the bottom, so I kind of have an escape route if something happens, and then near the end, I just try to go. But man, it worked out there. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Now, what happened with that incident between you and Ariadne? Because you weren't very happy with Ariadne there. Can you tell us what happened there?
They didn't have enough fuel to pit, so they were trying to get biased before they made their pit stop, and they were, I guess, trying to use the lapped car. We were trying to get around the lapped car, so I don't know. He was just being stupid.
Well, you know what? Luckily, you didn't get any damage off on that wreck, but you still come on with second. Going into Watkins Glen next weekend, of course, you got Rockingham coming up. What are we going to expect from you for the rest of the round? The rest of this round.
I'm looking forward to Watkins Glen. We're using I think he said we're using it with the no bus stop, and we are using the boot. And I like Watkins Glen with the boot. I think that's how they should run it in real life in NASCAR. But without having the bus stop, it's going to be crazy. So I don't know. It might be when we go flying out the bus stop on turn 1, we might all just die going into the carousel. But I'm going to hope for a top 10. That's what I'm aiming for. But I don't know. I am excited, though.
All right. Well, is there any? Go ahead, Rudy.
I wanted to say, Jefferson Cabico said it. One of the best ones that I've seen in chat here. He said, I still can't comprehend what happened right there.
So that last lap there?
Yeah. I think we're all still trying to process that.
I was restarting like 19th or something, and I was like, well, I'll just see what I can do. I didn't have engine damage. It was all aero, so I was hoping like there would be like a wreck and I could get some spots, but I wasn't expecting the entire field to die. That was, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
Hey.
Well, Sean, is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
Hey, Revan for putting on the league. You guys for broadcasting. Everybody in chat who shows up every week to watch and supports us. It's awesome. Everybody in my chat hanging out and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. Oh, and TCB Motorsports. I always forget to thank TCB for bringing me a good car.
Well, he's sometimes not that important. It's okay.
And sometimes he brings a really bad car.
Yeah, he brings a bad example to you guys, so I get it.
Wow.
Well, Sean, again, congrats on second place tonight. Best of luck to you next week out at Watkins Glen.
Yep, thank you.
Keen Jones comes home third tonight here in Daytona. Keen Jones, tell me about your race overall.
Well, yeah, we kind of joined after running a tentative schedule so far this season, so we're just coming here having fun. So early on in the race, we just kind of hung out in the back, got a feel for the car, and over time we made our way up to the front. And then, with the way these races go, you get so far, and then it's hard to, unless you get super aggressive, you're kind of stuck where you're at. So for most part of the race, we just kind of hung in the middle, and then after pit stops and everything, we were able to get up there. I think we led like 2 laps. So, but no, overall, really good night. Really happy with this career night. This is actually our first podium in NORC, so I'm a little happy.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was fun. What was that final lap? What did you see out your windshield? Because there had to be chaos in front of you, and you somehow get through it all and ended up third. What was that like?
It was a little chaotic all over, so the whole restart was a mess for me. I knew the tires were a little old there, and we were going to have a little bit of wheel spin on the start, so I tested it out under pace laps, and it didn't feel bad. And then once I got there on the start, as we were going green, I just slipped up with my throttle control, and it actually slipped out a little bit, so I just quick short shifted right to third, and that slowed us down a little bit there, allowed Cody to get up and slot in behind Tony there, and so that didn't really go according to plan like I thought it would, but we just kind of hung in there. Then we got put in a weird position with that wreck. I'm surprised Tony even saved his car, so we had to dive all the way down to the bottom, and then I went to come back up top, and then there was another car there, so I had to avoid him, and then they all died, and it was at that point I just said, it was the last lap, screw it, so I just held it to the floor, and I didn't really have anywhere to go, so I kind of just pushed through Will there, so sorry to him, but we were able to, I'm surprised we even got third out of it. I thought we might have had second, but we just lost too much time through that wreck there, but overall, just surprised the car held up there till the end.
All right, now going into Watkins Glen next week, what are we expecting from you over there?
Considering I think we're using the boot layouts over there, I'm not so much good there in the cup cars. I'm good in road cars at the boot, not so much good in the cup cars. I'm used to the cup layout, so it'll probably be a new experience there. So we'll probably take it easier there, just kind of get a feel for the car there, and we'll move forward from there.
All right, well, Keen, is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
John for putting on the league, all you guys for broadcasting, Corey Hart's Media, and my team.
All right, well, Keen Jones, again, congrats on third place tonight. Best of luck to you next week at Watkins Glen.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's run down through the final results here. I'm still in shock.
Oh my gosh, what an
amazing,
incredible finish.
I know it. Tony Hilbrands comes out with the win. Sean Williams finishes second. Keaton Jones third. Tommy Gossett, man, with the way him and Tony were battling there at the end, with beating and banging off of each other, he still pulled out a fourth place finish. That's pretty awesome. Hunter Combs in fifth. Samuel Latt sixth. Nate Stewart seventh. Will Klein eighth. Anthony Emery ninth. And Brett Pancari finishes 10th. Joseph?
Aaron Smith will finish 11th tonight. Scott Schuer, 12th. Terrell Baker will end up 13th. Nicholas Carresso, 14th. James Simmons will end up 15th. Zachary DeMarsh, 16th. Justin Lisby, 17th. Cody Miller will end up 18th. Patrick Colby, 19th. And Cody Lamas will round out the top 20.
All right, Ariani, 21st. Jared Darling, 22nd. Daniel Falkingham, man, way back in 23rd. That's going to hurt. Elijah Gracia, 24th. Tom Mercier, 26th. John Barry, 26th. I'm sorry. Tom Mercier, 25th. John Barry, 26th. Sorry. Bobby Cheney, 27th. Marcus Richardson, 28th. And Tyler Ducharme didn't start the race. So, well, congratulations again to Tony Hilbrands for NORC here tonight. Man, I'm telling you what, Joseph, I was just about ready to break out into a sweat. It was so intense.
It was just an incredible finish, an incredible start to the playoffs. But how about Tony Hilbrands? Should have wrecked 2 or 3 times in that final lap, and he somehow managed to hang on to the car and get away with it with the win tonight. I mean, just incredible. But yeah, Tony Hilbrands doesn't have to worry about the next 2 races. He could just have a good time, try to maybe also get some more points to collect in these next 2 races just to get some more going into the round of 8. But, man, Tony Hilbrands, that was just an incredible performance for him, just how he managed to hang on to win that race. But you saw some playoff drivers, they finished well, tried to get some points to have some good points going into the next 2 races. But then you got, like, these playoff drivers, like we know Zoltan Herzeg didn't show up tonight because he was suspended. He's all of a sudden put in a hole. How about John Barry, Daniel Falkiam? And a few other these playoff drivers are in a Bobby Chaney, Tom Mercier. They're in a big hole right now going to these next two races. They either need to get some good results, stay out of trouble for these next two races, or they need to pull out some wins because they dug themselves a hole already early on. But Watkins Glen, I'm looking forward to. That should be a good race, especially with the boot layout, and then of course Rockingham. So I'm excited for these next two races.
I know that is going to be pretty impressive, man. I'll tell you. And then to go to Rockingham, yeah, that's. But now the good thing is Tony doesn't have to sweat it now. He is locked into the round of 8, and man, big congratulations to him. He needed this right here, Joseph. He absolutely needed this. This is going to boost his confidence level beyond anything you and I could ever comprehend. It's just amazing, and he did a great job of it. He kept his foot right in it, man. He brings home wins. That's all that matters, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a win does matter no matter what, whether it's in the playoffs or not. But, man, I tell you what, this guy feels really good for Tony Hilbrand coming out tonight. This is definitely his bigger win than his win earlier at Talladega because it advanced himself into the next round. So I'm excited to see what he could do for the rest of this round at Watkins Glen and Rockingham. But I'm excited to see what he could do in the round of 8 as well.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Joseph, for helping. I'm glad that you're back. And, man, that was an exciting way to come back, wasn't it?
Oh, exciting. And, of course, Rudy, what do we say after every race? I'm ready to go for next week's race.
Yes, sir. We're ready. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate every single one of you that tuned in tonight and stayed with us to hear all the interviews and talking about the race and everything. We appreciate that very much. Thank you for all the views, the likes, and for NORC Cup Series, thank you. And from MaxB TV, thanks you very much, too. So, all right, folks. Well, until next time, stay safe and have a good night.